How would you map out the tracks of your tears? How easy would it be to go to it for a round? Food is saying the ability to read does not mean someone is literate. You meet a man, and it's either they understood the book right or wrong. I'm referring to the Bible, of course. After watching my cousin die, I don't know if I can ever love a living man as much. For him, I would always need a mustache. Making ends meet as a kept member. At any moment, you could steal a man walking the street with how you look at him. I had a nice dream. I was in the Damalag house with Aisha and Nene and Kuya and Toddy. Ani PJ was not tending rabbits this time, but 7 giant Maine Coons, and one is orange. They were all in a circle on their 2-bed wooden boxes, surrounding a pool of water. On it reflected the bioluminescence of a giant lantern-shaped cactus, stacked on top of each other. It was sunset time, but we didn't realize the sun was being looped to set. It was the kind of sunset that didn't happen in the Philippines because the sun was huge, and the sky was the color of the purple and orange from Laney's old album cover. On the dining table, Kuya was eating hot dogs, but the box said pizza flavor. Pedro Pascal, #1 hater, says, "I'd rather serve crack than serve my country." September 5th, 2025, Friday. After a trip to the doctor, I found out Reds died already. I've been saying his name still for the time. He was already dead 2.5 years ago. That would make all these BL shows actually be 1,000,000 more times true. The questions in my head as the tears stream. How did he die? Could he have poisoned himself? There's a casket, so there must be a body. He was telling me he was tired, that he can't go on anymore. Now he's done quit economics completely. Dead. 33 years old. When I was 31, he died. Maybe they thought I would be craving all the expensive things. He died in 2023. 2 years ago. All these new guys coming to me. It's starting to add up. Why the hell would they cite a dead guy, right? What's to make use of? It's the end of the line in reasoning. The physical world at the present time. His Instagram's gone. He can't approve my Twitter follow request. I have nothing of him. No letters, no messages. All I have are these videos. Back when I was younger and way too insecure in public. This is bad. I'm sure you've heard of it if you were gay, that the pharmacist should be giving you your medicine, and you'd not need a doctor middleman for these cases. Just saw in Drag Race Slasian Royale. If somebody wasn't here, I would that somebody home. That means if he wasn't in the show, he'd have to do something in front of the camera to send that somebody home when he watches the show, which is a lot of profiling because it's absolute confidence that he'll be able to watch the episode. 2 hours after learning of his death, I feel like when I'm posing for camera, I've got brand new eyes. Maybe this is why no one in this city wants to be my boyfriend, because a person doesn't deserve more than one person who'll make him cry when he's dead. It wouldn't be fair. Texting to arrange for a third intimate lovemaking, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. You'd have to be a fool not to think this person really wants all of you. It would be selfish to deprive another person of that. In a human's life, he deserves to cry when he finds out there is nothing that follows with his paramour. When the next death comes, it wouldn't be because I had sex with him 10 times, but because I stopped myself from having sex with him. Every time I lose my sense of taste, I get reminded of people flaunting their eating. I keep forgetting that a good appetite means less infections. Celebrating having gusto and living. And what a pleasurable experience having these many flavors in your mouth. If it goes on too long, that going back to something you barely remember becomes pointless. My dad left me in the street like garbage, right at the corner of a restaurant he eats at. Below the library, he would go to use the Wi-Fi as well. You can't just kill a man who commands the will of others. It's a proponent of what America works for. Finding Drykal isn't unimportant. It's unfinished business. An infiltration of a research institute and laying claim over products and new technology. Controlling the world with variables that are easier to control. I thought about my real dad every day of my life. What about Romanoff? She's a traitor. She turned her back on her own people. She had nothing. I gave her love of my home. If you could mind, control her, I would become a powerful man with an avenger in my arms. Look at her, you blew her face clean off. Smelling my pheromones prevents you from killing me. Was sending him away a mistake? Go ahead, kill me. You killing me would be an honor. An old lady landing in the Red Room is the plan? These great men answer to my black widows. People are thrown out. I recycle them and give them life. A network of widows control the price of oil. Stop wars. Only Dreykov at this level can look at people a certain way. But destroying your current phase assets affects him completely. Stick a straw in your tip, so you pee better. He had widows all over the world. The formula has been copied and isn't new, but you can now tell all of them it's over. The Inupiaq, or the Little People of Alaska, are said to mimic bird sounds and influence their surroundings. They're said to have shamanic powers and superhuman strength. I'm looking to bust 2 people out of prison. Can't really say that because if I go to an ex, I'd have sex which isn't as gratifying after antibiotics, or a friend who I can't have sex with, which you made sure I can't track down. I never noticed that part of the city before. Riding here with you, is that all you want to come for? No. Today I only want you to familiarize yourself with the sound of the tools, so you're less afraid. I asked permission from him already. Hey, now that I'm looking in your eyes with this age, I'm not a kid anymore. Yeah, but you have a toothache, so you're still a kid. Try listening to the dental tool one more time. The sound of the dental drill reminds me of the anal cleaning tool they would use for the money fuck room. Is there something I don't know yet from you? In the countryside, all the stars are in the sky. But in the city, they're all on the ground. Everyone's trying to be in a logo on top of a building. We used to play hide and seek here in the rooftop, but we would have our eyes closed. Were you abandoned as a child? How would you know that? If it were anyone else, they would be glad to take a break, but you seem frustrated, pissed, and violent when nothing is happening or when you're not supposed to do anything. I keep thinking what was not good enough about me that he would leave me. He promised me he will come no matter what. Even with the donations last night, we're still short 2,000. No, can we ask for a donation? I finally caught up with the debtor, but once I caught up to him, he went on the top floor, and he pulled out a huge sword that was 50 years long. Why do we still have to fold these bags? Folding these bags pay really well. Folding 100 is 14 pesos. I earn enough of this sweet window view of rainy Sitio with fucking coffee. I don't know what you're carrying, but it must be pretty heavy. It is. Can I help you carry it? It depends. Depends on what? On our micromanagement. Sometimes you're fully awake at midnight already. Sometimes it's 2 sleep cycles, and sometimes 1. So, did he like what you gave? What do I give? No. His friend came before I could give it. If he says bye, it's on you if he remembers what you teach. My mom has cancer, and I was tasked to show proof I walked to pay for her treatments. His scholarship in CDO has been approved. I have to show him around the city. I wasn't following you. I went to school here, too. I'm looking for someone to scale up my teeth. Let's be in the program together for a faster outcome. I'm not looking to scale up anything. Sorry you find a need to have all these students go all the way up there. When it's not as loud, it's quieter than any other day. Like when I kissed you, you remembered who I was. Jerson went to that gold weighing spot in Kogon. When I get drunk, they all say I need to sell my gold. Thanks for giving it back. It's not really for an emergency. It's the gold my mom gave me when I was born. You found it while trying to kill me with your sex. You've done your best. Like the best you achieved when you kissed me. Do you remember the whole thing or not? Yeah, I lied. I remember. Why do you lie, though? Why did you lie after this? I just saw you so high up. I don't know what you're talking about. You want me to date you. You treat my teeth. And you lend me your room. Is it because I'm a patient you've been tasked to end my story, or you have feelings for me? Hey, I got locked out. Can you help me out by opening the door for me? Yes, I do like you, Glug, the bisexual. As I shout over the phone this confession, that's a little too left field to tread. Did you say patient or patent? Paid for food reviews and movie reviews is the newest way to build a house and a mall. If the guy is pissed, what should he do next? The title is outdated. The orange flavor is too strong, and the flour is cheap. This is my go-to place. I've been eating here since I moved to Bangkok. I'm back to continue the dream we once shared. Lord, let this teeming rage with this old man outside end in the best way possible. Me die with the resolve of hating his persistence to show up in my line of sight. I don't lie for anyone, for a weak reason. I came all this way to talk to you. You're so lightweight now and you're still pushing it. Do you want to try poppers? Does this mean you'll stop the rings in my ears? Your deadliest nemesis is who's holding out his love for you the most. The one who loves you the most. He whispers hushly to me, "What would you like Daddy do to you?" You want Daddy to make up for time. He said, "Why are you whispering? It's only us two here. If you look straight ahead, you'll get there faster. But you can't forget how beautiful the sides are. They're teaching the forbidden curse to first years. We got to defend the fucking school, not just the house. The wand doesn't answer to me. It responds to the last person who killed its user. That is why you'll have to be killed by me. I get angry when even an ounce of magical blood is spilled, and at such a troubling rate, at an unnecessary context. The reason why I joined the war is because there are far too many people from that country now who have all the time in the world, all the resources, and all the opportunity to abuse people, children, grown men, women, in a frightened map of history. Our troop has to place this that so our people will know. When my brother died, I promised I would protect the reason he smiled. But looking at it now, I almost tore it down with my bare hands. Maybe because you've never actually talked to these people. So you don't know what kind of story you're eating. It's an old man betting on the chance that I become severely punished by the universe before he dies. Coming in a room, not just as a full-blown native, but someone who's determined to keep a normal accounting book with absolute sexual abstinence. Almost nonsensical behavior. Going near a relative you don't like, an uncle you don't like, strike a conversation. Say yes to a hookup that you know, that you won't get off to. While you're sleeping, your beautiful body at rest, they start murdering. The Philippines is cruel in that only 30% of public school kids will get a roof on their houses when they grow up. You develop a tell, it's supposed to go, "Oh, you're Filipino." There's no way I'm going to forget these, especially with this channel. It's easy for me to come back because I don't want to, and I'm determined to infect you with the English virus. Your life mission is to never think in any other language but English. Baiting, baiting, baiting. I am baiting the foreigners. I'm a cat, meow, meow, meow. Where to spend money on so I get to my goal the fastest way and be the most supported local. I'm easily upset about you and I'm greedy. I used to be satisfied just to hear your voice and smile all day after seeing you. But now if you go to bed early or can't come to see me, I get upset. Oh, as long as you miss me, you're not annoying. I'm sorry, too, that I forgot my birthday, make you upset, or make you mad. I'm sorry. Several mother-in-laws won with his death. I like to think there's a disruptive sound MP3 in every piece of media on a huge screen. Sounds like, ooh, or I told you, or that's not it, or hey, or TSK, or snort, yawn, or snarl. Like all these outputs know if they don't let your ears receive a sound of theirs, they're dead. All trailers are desperate. The final piece to an international hit in my album. Something that will go beautifully kismet-like with the college course I finished in, and something my neighbors should know by now, leaving the mobile gens Tagalog GC. It's going to make hiding out the easiest thing to do. Once you think of your foreign words out of the country, you're good as poor. Worse, a language you're not fluent in, and you're a thief. If you don't speak only in English, you're dead fish. Dead on arrival. What a sad ending. No mom, no dad, no siblings, no cousins. If I were to appear in any way smart downtown, I'd have to practice a long time in my room how to think straight. Straight in one language through and through. That means absolutely leaving broken English learning channel, and joining only those with competent proper grammar English. I was left corrupted here by my Bisaya brothers. I was left without any rights here in the U.S. When people say you are my heaven, do they know what they're saying? No one has ever seen even. No one's ever come from heaven. It's a big false statement to say you're my heaven, because this person is not anything different from us humans on the earth who've never been to heaven. John Paul's one. Why are you expecting vendors to sell blue gemstones when you can see that they're not even buying rough Oradicans anymore? Me to my people. I prefer not to fall without my permission at the moment. September 18th, 2025. I'm still getting salve from the Masons, so it puts me in a tizzy always. At first, I think of modern jobs. Policemen, cleaners, cooks, builders, farmers. Then I think of Bible jobs, preachers, healers. That's it. Demons, angels. It's all anyone's ever exposed to hear. Shepherd, pyramid builder, Babylon builder, community leader, community member. Asbestos poisoning is the #1 case in the whole Metro Manila. Every one of these workers were put in an assault of memory, having to work only temporarily in the factory. Drugs, theft, assault, and rape, the 4 most common crimes in the Philippines. There it is. Ojai's song for Ghost. Psychic couples, Chico and Gino, does it one of their TikToks too. So when asking the TikTok audience if they want to stop, it would always be a definite no, because no one ever gets tired of smoking these out. Also, when be with a guy carrying a corpse baggage, you're going to have to present gifts for that person, not for him. Ask him if he's ready to offer a Chinese prayer just for him. No tears there, just a leaving part 1 guess. I couldn't throw you a birthday party, so I had my roommate do it instead. Steal the house's TV remote control. They're definitely going back for it. We were created by the Lord because we were meant to be together. According to Greenpeace Philippines, a total of 1 trillion pesos have been deducted from the Philippines because of corruption. Money that should be deducted from a national bank is now being deducted from the World Bank and the Bank of America. A sociopath laughs in empathy. People know it's guilty until proven innocent, and innocent until proven guilty. Frame a gay lover by taking out a $30,000 loan to buy an Xbox or Switch 2, then disappear. You killed him. He's gone because of you. You're different because you pretend you're interested and you have a sick tone in your laugh. Soap, I sell soap. The yardstick of modern times. The real 21st century. The difference between us? You come in while someone or I am eating because you want to see whether that person can stomach you or eat you slowly. See if your brand or story is good enough. And you're under the impression you'll always get what you want just because you sent your request while you're masturbating, bringing out the hard dagger to mug or rob someone. Hold up, assault, ambush. The familiar smell with chips in a hamster cage. And remember, waste is a thief. You managed to piss off the female police officers so much that they would rather Tadeo stab you in the asshole than jail men like these for actual murder. Why? Because of capitalizing too much on your English skills. The charging of Duterte with 3 counts of murder is met with absolute depression. He should be executed for murder because we've been considered now as almost non-citizens. My mom served me T2 meals in a row. First is she and Tadeo are flying to Singapore. Second, Tito Dan wanted me to do vegetarian deliveries. Pasta, fried rice, lasagna, cauliflower side, veg meat, penne, fried banana dip, bibimbap maki rolls. My first dream for September 25th, 2025, was first that I had worms on my nose, shaped like cockroach eggs. I tried removing them, but I couldn't. They were black, hard, larve-shaped. The second dream I had for the same day was me going up a 14-story college dormitory. Each floor had a different type of student. One floor was pitch dark. One floor was full of quiet scholars, and the top floor was full of snooty konos. That's where I was assigned, room 3314. The floors were carpeted, and they kept reminding me to already pay for the dorm fees. I had a cat. I was bringing it in my arms as I went up. On the 10th floor, it scratched my temple. It really stung even in my dreams. Since you're a woman, you're not allowed in visa country unless you're applying for multiple entry, which grants you 12 hours if you're bringing a friend. Here for the monologue baby. Here for the monologue T. Grade 5 molestation Korean cheating case F8 Neo scholarship legacy withdrawal with permission. ESL company Sankey Japan. Capital University. Aid Makati graduation. House Wish Davos Day. Angela Wilson, Red HIV breakup, online games, Red Death, Cousin Death, History Teacher Death, Disney drag wigs, podcast singing, mother tongue recording. A great speech at your funeral would be vaccines aren't real. They're unnecessary, and no one should support it. I feel my dad's hands on my neck, and then I knew he was a CDO choker. Ratting him out would mean losing a real fame-increasing way to spend my time waiting for my classmates to call me for a funeral. I don't like getting called a more than it. I also don't like being referred as a them, but not as much as he or you or she. Getting anal while the boys are at the campfire. The age I could accept, but the shaming cracks my face. Makes me listen to a drag queen. From Rom Quests, maybe your camera will have the eye Angela's looking for. Deliver these to the island's ministers. Trash from the son of a preacher man.